everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited about this video for several reasons. First of all, this is my first video crafting since I've moved. I finally have a functional crafting table. I want to do a tour of my new crafting space, but not quite ready yet. There's still some organizing that needs to be done, so it's not really like worthy of a video yet, but I am functional, so yay. And not only am I crafting again, but just in time for October 2024. So I'm just going to do a quick run through of how the collaboration is going to work, just in case you didn't see the launch video, but I recommend that you kind of go back and maybe take a look at that. But we're going to do the next 4 weeks. We're going to do a lovely, cozy, creative time. Week 1, that's this week. We're all 8 crafters are going to be doing, give you 8 ideas for signatures. Next week, all 8 of us are going to be doing embellishments, and then the next week journal covers, and then the 4th week we will be binding and completing the journals. So keep in mind there's going to be freebies for you to snag. In addition to the kits that Stacy and I created, of course, we'd love for you to purchase those as well. But if you can't for some reason, we completely understand, and there will be freebies in each crafter's group that where you can pick those up. And the link, our collaboration link tree, is in the description box below, and that will take you to everybody's information. So that should be everything that you need to get what you need. Okie dokie. So this is just kind of our schedule, and I will probably go ahead and put this up on the screen digitally for a few seconds here so you can take a screenshot, okay? All right, and then of course we have to have prizes, right? Yes, we do. So how can you get in on the drawing for the prizes? And there's going to be some really fabulous prizes, I must say. So what you need to do is to subscribe to each of the 8 crafters' channels and like each of their videos that are in association with the collaboration, and then comment on each of those videos. They may ask you a question, they may not. If they don't ask you like a specific question, just comment, give them some love, show them some love, and then you can get your name in for an extra time if you post your finished journal at the end of the month, and make sure that you do the hashtag October 2024. Do that by October 31st, and put that into Stacy's group, Crafty Dragon Creations, Crafting Layer, I think it's called. I should know that. And or my group, Creative Paper Artisan, a paper crafting community. Preferably both, the more the merrier, right? And that way you'll get your name in for an extra shot for the drawings. Okay, and then of course we're all small channels, and we're really wanting to grow and help each other grow. So, and if you could help us with that, and not just grow us on YouTube, but if any of the ladies have Instagram or Facebook or Etsy, all of the other platforms that you'll see that when you click on the link for the collaboration, just go ahead and like and heart and support them in any way that you can. That would be lovely. Okay. All right, so enough of the business talk. Now, today I will be showing you what I'm doing for my signature, and I'm gonna tell you, I haven't done this before. I saw something similar that I thought, I was just so intrigued, I said, okay, I'm doing it. So, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is yet. I'm gonna kind of keep it a mystery. It's going to really affect the binding. The binding is going to be completely different from anything that I've ever seen and I've ever done. So we'll see. Hopefully it's new to you and inspiring to you as well. So I will just say that I printed out all of my signature pages on cardstock. nice and thick, because I want the signatures to be really sturdy. And I'm not going to do a signature like your regular typical signature at all. And if you're new to paper crafting, let me just tell you, you're thinking, what is a signature? Basically, this is the cover and this is a signature. And you just, you take your pages and you fold them in half, and then you stitch them into the cover. That's not how I'm going to do this one. And I really hope it turns out. I'm taking a bit of a chance here, but that's okay. So, and I'm actually just going to do one with you on camera, because it was a little tedious. Well, not so much tedious, but you don't need to watch me doing the same thing over and over again 15 times. It's actually very simple. There's not much to it. It was just taking some time. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna do one with you, and then I'll show you the ones that I've already done. So this is one of the sheets from my kit, and this is one of the sheets from Stacy's kit. And as you can see, they look sweet together. And you may or may not know that my journal pages, I always make them smaller than a full size. It's just something I started doing. I love this size, and when I make a regular journal, I typically will do different sizes. So I also have full size sheets in my kit as well, but the actual journal pages are always a little bit smaller. So just to let you know. And Stacy's journal pages are always a full page. So, and usually I would just leave it as is and, mix and match the different sizes. But for my purposes with this project, they all do need to be the same size. So what I'm going to do is when I trim the white off, I'm going to make sure that that I'm cutting it. I think if I just cut them like this, that I'm not going to cut off anything too crucial here. Let me make sure. Yeah, I'm just going to be cutting off leaves and a little bit of this guy's antlers, but nothing that I think will be just horrible. So I did this with my other pages as well. I basically did one of my journal pages and then a full size page, and just cut them together like that. That way I'm kind of cutting two in one and saving some time. So let me get my handy dandy cutter. All right, so let me start with, oops. Will, come on now. Okay. All right, so let me get the first little thing off here. Okay. And then this one. Make sure it's all lined up. Okay, all right. Okay, so now I want to be much more exacting. For the sake of easy numbers, because how I am with math, I wanted to make sure that I'm, of course they'll have to be the same. So the other ones that I did already, I made them 9.5 long. Okay, hang on. Get this squared away here. Let me see. Can you see what I'm doing there? Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. All right. 9.5. And that cuts it just. I mean, it's just quite the perfect size there. All right, and then this end needs to be 7. And yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's gonna cut a little bit more off than I would typically do, but I think for this purpose it'll work just fine. Definitely make sure that everything is square before you cut. Paper likes to move, There we go. Okie dokie. All right, so now, let's see. Yeah, that worked out just fine. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, this is the first step of being untraditional in making a signature. Instead of folding it like this, I'm going to fold it onto itself. But since it's cardboard or cardstock, I want to score it so it's a nice clean line. So, all right. So, what was it? Let me think here. Me and my math, you know. Okay, so 4 3/4 is the halfway point. Is it? Let me see. Hang on. I'm nervous now. I'm nervous. Yep, 4 3/4. Okay. I don't trust myself with numbers any time of any day. All right, so I'm just gonna score that there, and we'll score that 4 3/4 there. All right. Get this out of the way. Okay. So now we're going to fold and fold like so. All right, now I'm going to do something else that I don't usually do. Instead of gluing it, using this, you know, putting them together with glue, I'm going to use the double-sided sticky tape that I see a lot of crafters use. Why? Well, good question. I don't want this to have any chance of warping at all. And sometimes, you know, with glue, the you know, paper gets kind of wavy. Since this is cardstock, I could probably have used Fabri-Tac and it would probably be okay. But I want it to be like really, really sure. So I didn't want anything wet going on. And I have a ton of this. I have a ton of this tape. So I thought this will be a good opportunity to use it up. So that's what I'm going to do here. So, you know, it's a little tedious for me. You know, I tend to be a little impatient. You know what I mean? So it's a little tedious, but I think it really does make a nice, it's a nice solution for, you know, not having anything get wet and wrinkly and wavy. All right, so now you might be able to see there's a little bit of white showing because it wasn't exactly square, which you know, I blame the cutter. I don't think I've found one paper cutter that is 100% square. So there's always just like a little bit of a thing, but that's okay. We can work with that still. You won't even know by the time we're done. So I'm gonna do the same thing with this little guy here. All right. So now what we're going to do, I want to really rough up the edges. Sorry, I just noticed I was bleeding. Crafting is not for the faint-hearted, I tell you what. No, I think I sliced my arm on the cutter when I was scoring. Oh my goodness. Anyway. I think I'll live, but I'm bleeding a little bit. Okay, anyway, so what we're gonna do, I wanna rough up the edges really, really scruffy, because you know me, I love scruff. So I'm gonna use this, and I did, let me tell you, I did try originally with the Tim Holtz paper distressor or page distressor, which that's what it's for. But honestly, I liked it. I liked it better with the scissors. I felt like I had more control. So anyway, so I'm just gonna scruff up the edges really good, which is, as you can see now, why that doesn't matter if there's a little bit of a white showing, because it's all getting scruffed up anyway. And I'm gonna do it on all 4 sides, even though this side is where the actual fold is. I still want that to be scruffy. Yes, I do. So scruff this up. Okay, and then do it to the other side, flip it around, because it's not gonna, there's some scruff, but not completely. Just kind of get some of the little paper dust, paper feathers off. Okay, now, one of my favorite things in the world, we're gonna ink those edges, and they're gonna be, that'll really bring out, you'll be able to see the distress. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see how the edges are distressed? Well, when we do this, I think it'll make it even more obvious. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not, but if you can't, trust me on this. It looks really cool. So, let's see here. Yeah. Okay, so now the next, hang on, let me make sure I'm not bleeding still. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Crisis averted. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is punch 2 holes. And I already have a little template here. This is one of the pages. I think I had it at 2 and 4, I believe. Yeah, 2 and kind of on, yeah, maybe not quite. Anyway, I measured it out so that I didn't want it to like interrupt with any of my images too much. I'm hoping that works for that one. Yeah. Okay. So I left this one so that I can just do this. And you really, this is a technique where you really do need your holes to be as, you know, as exact as possible. So I thought this would probably be the best way to do it. All right, now, I don't know if you can see them, but I can. So what I'm gonna do is take my crocodile. And what I did was instead of, you know, I could have put them out here a little bit more, but I wanted them in as far as possible. Now, the technique that I saw, they had a much more narrow page, and they punched their hole in the middle. And at first I thought, yeah, I'll punch it in the middle too. And then I realized I don't have anything that will reach that far. You know, this will only go so far, and then I've got a regular hole punch that doesn't even go that far. So, yeah, unless you have, and I think this person did have like one of those, you know, those manual punchers, which, you know, if I want to do more of these, I might have to invest in that, because that's really the only way you can get in the middle of a page, no matter how wide it is, unless it's really skinny, and then that's just silly. So, okay, so let me punch these holes. And that hole's right by the W, but that's okay. I don't think it'll ruin it. Okie dokie. Now, what's next? Now what we're going to do, and I didn't do it on this one yet because I wanted to make sure my holes would be accurate, but now what we're going to do is put some grommets so that this is very, very sturdy. This is going to be a very sturdy journal. I'm excited really to see how it comes out. But yeah, so I've got some really pretty antique brass grommets, and these came with, I don't know, can you see? How far can you see? Okay. I'm still getting used to my new camera setup because things are a little bit, I have things different. And I think this is working out pretty good. So yeah, so these came with these extra little, I don't know what you call them, like a washer that you put on, you know, here's your grommet, and then you put this on the back side, and it gives it a little bit more finished look, which I love. They don't always come with, whoops, they don't always come with that. And it works fine without it, but I thought, hey, since I have it, I'm gonna use it. So, okay, so this is gonna be my front. So, I'll show you how it kind of keeps it, gives it a much more, it's curved, so you want to do the curve down. All right, let's see here. And I finally fixed my, whoops, finally fixed my crocodile. It was so squeaky. Some of you who've been with me for a while may remember hearing my crocodile sound like a little angry little bird. And as I was punching all of the pages, it got so sticky to the point where I couldn't even, well, I always had to use both hands anyway, but I couldn't even, it was like, I couldn't even move it. So I asked my darling husband if he could please oil it and try to do it in a way that's not going to make everything that it touches greasy. And so he did. And it is now, I think, operating like a crocodile should. It's not making the angry bird sound, which is nice, because that was actually a little irritating, if I'm going to be honest. And then I can actually use it with one hand, which is a big deal for me, because I have very weak hands, and yeah, I need all the help I can get. All right, yeah, it's kind of in the middle of the, but it's okay. I think there is better than anywhere else. Okay. All right, so that is that. And then I'm going to do that to the other two pages here. So I think I mentioned to you that I did all of the other pages already. So let me show you. I'll show you now what it all will look like together. Okay, so I have all of these. I think I've got 15 total. So I want this to be the first page. And let's see, did I think about where I wanted this one? Oh, it's like that. I didn't. I'm kind of wanting the color schemes to, well, obviously, you know, coordinate and go, but kind of even out the different, I don't know, the different looks, a little bit different vibe. I love this one. This is one of Stacy's pages. Oh, I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Let's see, maybe I might go good with that and that. And then maybe this little guy here. Yeah, I love him too. Oh, he's so sweet. He'll be the last little nugget of cuteness. Okay, so like I said, I'm not going to tell you exactly. This may not be what you think, but we'll see. You'll have to stay tuned. So basically, this is it. This is it for my signature project right here. Next week, we will be doing our embellishments. And so I will go ahead and embellish these like I would any normal signature page. I'll add pockets, and we'll just do some fun stuff embellishment-wise, okay? But I'm pretty excited about this. I already love how this is looking because it's looking scruffy. I might add a little bit more ink. I don't know. We'll see. But there you go. That was a quick and easy one, right? Like I said, it's super easy. It just takes some time. It took some time to do. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. That makes sense. And that's about the thickness of a typical signature anyway. So I could have kept going because there were so many cute pages that Stacy had in her kit, and there was still more pages in my kit, of course, that I liked. And I was like, man, I've got to narrow it down. And I wanted to do a little bit of both. So that's it. Easy breezy, right? Well, just wait and see. Just wait and see till it's done. I'm pretty excited. All right. Well, you guys, let me know if you love fall as much as I do. Let me know. I used to love summer when I lived in Michigan, but now that I'm in Tennessee, fall is it. Tennessee fall is like a Michigan summer, I always say, but it lasts much longer. It's much more beautiful for longer. So there you have it. Let me know what you think, and thanks so much for watching. Please be sure to watch the other ladies in this collaboration. I'll put that schedule up again right here. And thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.